as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Leo. Now.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Kamara try the right side. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
Now it's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's taken to the 26. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
90 Wolf. General West. Go.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Protein spill.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Stevenson. The open man is Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Ready? 50, plant.
Off play action. Stevenson. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Fair. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Go.
Running with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Check, 52's the mic. Check.
Now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Rock it. 5.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Hill. Complete. It's Irvin. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Push him back.
High 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, orbit.
Right 52, right 52. Yo.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Hill. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, team 6, on the ball.
To throw again, Stevenson. It's caught, Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down. Stevenson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stevenson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Stevenson. That's caught by Jackson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie!
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw. Stevenson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
Good. Hey, exit. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On first down, Stevenson. Past the 20. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's got it to Hilton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 6-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Haywood!
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
2nd and 1. This is caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
58, 58, Mike. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Get it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now. 91.
Right there.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Watch, go.
Back to throw. Stevenson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 30 base.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you... The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there. But to no avail, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stevenson. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. They can't hang with us. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the slant. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't 6'6", bullet high.
36.
They turn to Scarlett again, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Stevenson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
Here we go, D. All day defense, all day.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready.
Mike 33, check Mike 33.
Hey, orbit.
Mike check 33. 33. Set the tone, defense.
Yeah.
Looking to throw. Stevenson, complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. This quarterback now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They run it again with Kamara, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
60 or.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on
Go.
To throw on third down, Hill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Stevenson. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Hill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On third down, Hill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. To throw is Hill, and it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
47, check mark 47.
Cut.
5.
They'll run with Scarlett. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Stevenson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Hey, Delta.
52 is the mic right here.
So here we go on fourth. Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested.
And this is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
52's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Get it.
They go with Irvin to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yes, yes. Buzz. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Hill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run with Murray. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check back. Check.
Check go.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and long. And the catch made by Hilton. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Stevenson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Stevenson, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw again. Hill flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, Alpha.
No, check that. Go.
Third and long. It's Hill. Now a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, tighten down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Hey, high 7.
Slam.
Pilot 64, weak. Hey, lock it.
We got double up.
5.
On first down, Stevenson airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, check 33. 33. I'm coming after you.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike, check 33. 33. Get that quarterback at all costs. Check 99. Check 99.
Leo.
Throwing again. Stevenson trying to lay one up deep. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over.